Welcome to KNKX Studio Session Shorts, the stories behind the music. Interviews from our vast archive of studio session performances over more than 15 years. I'm Abe Beeson. Bria Skonberg is a talented trumpeter and singer from Chilliwack, British Columbia. Now based in New York, Skonberg brought her band to play in the KNKX studios in 2024, celebrating her album What It Means. KNKX DJ Paige Hansen has more in this studio session short.
For this edition of Studio Session Shorts, we look back on Bria Skonberg's recent studio session where she talked about her release, What It Means, which is a return to New Orleans-style jazz. Her first record in 5 years, Skonberg, a new mom, says she wanted to lay a new foundation on which to grow her music.
The last few years have been disorienting for a lot of reasons for everybody, and I found myself trying to find a way forward and a way back at the same time. And I talked to one of my favorite producers, Matt Pearson. He had this idea, let's go to New Orleans, let's revisit the music that you've always loved and that got you started. And that has been a very grounding experience, both focusing on music that has the sensibilities or can be given that treatment, and then ultimately going to that place, which is largely credited as being one of the founding places, of course, of the art form. So that was a big deal. I had a long-term dream of working with the great drummer Herlin Reiley, and he just did not disappoint. He's so wonderful, absolutely magical human being. And when you listen to it, as I do, I go, how is he playing all those things at the same time? Like, where did those sounds come from? I fell in love with listening to Wynton Marsalis's septet at different influential points of my growth. So that was a big part of it. But yeah, that just seemed to make sense for me to lay a new foundation on top of all of the experiences that have happened in the last 5 years to then be able to grow on top of it again.
Drums keep pounding rhythm to the brain. La-di-da-di-dee, la-di-da-di-da.
Like Diana Krall, Skonberg was raised in Canada, in British Columbia, and was brought up on the sounds of jazz, thanks in part to jazz festivals and band camps.
Yes, indeed. Well, this is a pay-it-forward art form, first and foremost, so I am just trying to give forth all of what has been given to me. Yes, I was lucky to go to the Centrum Jazz Workshop. We can call it a workshop, or we can call it a band camp, which is, of course, I'm a band camper for life. I went to a wonderful jazz camp down in Sacramento area when I was a teenager, in which case I became an alumni and a counselor and then a faculty member. I have since started a jazz camp in New York City, primarily for adults. I think that, education, it's what we have to give. And anytime I work with students, I feel really inspired. I also get to do master classes, university. I mean, at this point, at any level, it's like if you can give people something to express themselves on and put us in a room together, let's make something happen. And that's what I love about it.
The love Skonberg has for jazz and for collaborations within the art form were palpable in the KNKX studio session. The arrangement for Come's Love includes a surprise shift from New Orleans funeral procession style into brisk Latin rhythms. I'm Paige Hansen.
Connect to knkx.org/studio sessions to hear the complete interview and all the music from 2 Bria Skonberg sessions, which you'll also find on our YouTube channel. For KNKX, I'm Abe Beeson.